crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
The penetrator. Come on, look, because I always went the farthest end of the target, goddammit. Libya, Tunisia, Lebanon, it was me, pal. I was always first in, last out.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to, but it's vulnerable out in the open.
Its blood was on the leaves.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Wrenching Valhalla mark the infinitely tired. Walter to Moscow. The Wicked Wrench of the East Project Story Time. Project Cambridge. Muppet Stones movie reviews. Penny. Rhinoceros. Grumpy old Marine vet and Henry Gambos. The Wrench of Wrenches, Chris Persia. It's time to wake the neighbor's voice with Southern Viking. Gary Vanja Sandwich Worthington. The Rooster Deva. What is up? Good morning, everybody. How's everybody out there doing? Andy, what's up? I need coffee. I got some coffee this morning. While we wait for that wonderful, wonderful gentleman, Mexican Ironman. Right? We got some coffee. Some coffee. Good morning, everybody. Well, let me scroll down past that. But there we go. It's being weird this morning. Shrebbles, what's up, Shrebbles? Good morning, Shrebbles. Good morning, everybody. If I missed anybody, good morning. How are you? It's good to see you. It's Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday with Mexican Ironman. He will be here shortly. So he had a little bit of a kerfluffle this morning. He will be here in just a moment. So it's a very taxing time for Mike. It is. It absolutely is. It is a taxing time for Mexican Ironman. Love the puns. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? How are you guys doing? We're going to talk about some Godzilla this morning, but while we wait for Mexican Ironman, he will be here in just a moment. No, he's on his way. He jumped out of his window, didn't he? I think it's one of those things. So, emphasis on taxing. Yes. What does Loki have against Mikey? # blame Loki. It's not my fault. I promise you. this morning. It's not my fault. I'm barely awake yet. I'm working on it. I haven't had my first cup of coffee yet. Yummy. Something with Snickers in it. You know, Mexican Ironman is watching Alf. Yeah, probably. That Gordon Shumway, man. Are you going to watch Kong Godzilla? I have. We're going to talk about that. We're not going to throw any spoilers out, so you don't have to worry about that. If you're like, Loki, I haven't seen it yet. No spoilers. We won't talk spoilers. I highly doubt we will. And if we do, we will warn you before we talk about any spoilers. Yeah, spilled it all over my keyboard. I probably will one day. I probably will. Is it Mexican Iron Sister? No. Mike popped in right before the show started and said, look, this is going on. Give me just a couple minutes. Go start the show. I'll be there. He's So he's on deck. He's here. He's on deck. He just had to deal with something. And I get it. We've all got stuff that we're dealing with and going through and have happening. Yeah, did I cut the bottom of that off? Yeah, I did. Because it was getting straggly. It's still kind of straggly. But it's better than it was. Spoilers! No, it doesn't. Not at all. It looks great. And it makes sense. So, for a movie that you'd be like, Loki, what about all the humans? And human stuff wasn't bad at all. I was very surprised. It was more like a Toho movie. It was more like going to see a Toho movie than it was going to see legendary Godzilla. So it was very different. I think, as far as like human wise goes, it was a lot better than King of Monsters. God, I hated that lady in King of Monsters. I couldn't stand her. My son died in the Godzilla attack, so I want to wipe out the entire Earth. Okay, crazy lady. And this is my daughter from Stranger Things. Okay, lady. No, wasn't nearly. No, but Scar King was actually quite an interesting, intimidating villain. Good villains. We had some monster throwdowns. So, a spoiler from Project Storytime. I said no spoilers. He says King Kong is Godzilla's father. And then as Godzilla dies, he cries out, Rosebud. Rosebud. I thought he said red rum. Red rum. But yeah, no spoilers. It's good. It's a good way to blow 2 hours at a theater. There's been worse. Oh, look, there he is.
I don't know how you're going to talk about Godzilla with me because I haven't seen it.
Oh, we can talk Godzilla.
No, I don't. I said I don't want to know shit about the movie because I'm going to see it with Max in a week.
We're not talking spoilers. We don't even have to stay on the topic the whole time. It's just good.
Okay,
it was a good movie.
Godzilla has this big lizard, and then there's this big thing that looks like a gorilla, and then they fight, and so there's some humans here and there, and it's amazing. All right, there's our review. Go see the movie, everybody. All right, okay. Loki may be giving you the face like, why is Mike in a bad mood? Well, why don't we talk about what happened this morning as to why I'm late with my favorite show?
Okay, go ahead.
There's only one show that I kind of default to. All the other shows, this one in Doomcock. But other than this one in Doomcock, every other show I'm on is kind of like, if I can, when I can.
Okay.
So I have my Tuesday routine. I go swim 1,500 to 2,000 yards in the pool, which I did this morning. Then I come over to the show. And there should be no problems in between. So somebody who isn't me that lives in this house, who may also be Mexican,
I know who that is.
Okay, who would that be, Loki?
That would be Bambino.
Okay, somebody who lives in this house that's also Mexican waited till I left to go to the pool this morning. And I was only gone about 50 minutes flat because it takes me 5 minutes to get to the pool and hit the water, 5 minutes to get out and get back in the car. It's literally a block away, and swimming 1,500 to 2,000 yards typically takes me, on average, 30 to 40 minutes. It's, yada, yada, yada.
He was waiting for you to leave to do this.
Yeah, so we leave. Well, I let him out. He does his puppy business. He comes back in, jumps back on the bed with his cute little ears, tail wagging. Bye, Dad. I'll see you when you get back. No problem. I come back in, and there's no Bambino to be seen, which is curious because usually when I come back, there's a little tail wagging at the door. There's nobody. Like it's gone. I literally go to the backyard, look for him. I'm like, did he get out? Did he follow me into the garage when I took the car out? I don't know. I'm worried. So I walk around the house, and what do I find but coughed up, gargledy gook, blood and guts and chicken bones on my living room floor, on the carpet, which is now strange, which right after this show, I have to be at a client's at 11, which is 45 minutes away. But after this show ends, I got to hurry up and shampoo the carpet so the blood doesn't stick. I put some spray shit on it just now. Hopefully that loosens it up. So somebody toppled over. I don't even know how he did it. The trash can's like this big, tall, and this little guy at a whopping 9 pounds soaking wet somehow managed to topple over the garbage can and knock out the leftover chicken bones from my drumstick chicken dinner last night, where I had 3 drumsticks, and all of the bones are gone. And
sounds about right.
Bambino to be found hiding in the corner of underneath my bed, where I cannot reach him unless I poke him with a broomstick, which I'm unwilling to do for puppy cruelty reasons. So my house has been defecated. My loving, able-bodied Perito assistant Chihuahua is obviously a scam artist.
Waiting for you to leave to pull off the...
We're there. I ate dinner at 6 o'clock last night. I'm trying this new thing not to eat after 7 o'clock on any given night. And it's working because I feel better and I'm losing weight. But anyway, so that
you shouldn't have...
motherfucker.
You shouldn't eat before bed. Yeah, that's bad.
This little motherfucker. Okay, good morning. Healthy living health advice from Loki's Mornings of Mischief in the morning. Wow. Okay, that's a new one. We'll get to that one in a minute. Wow. Now I've seen it all. Okay.
Just saying.
Okay, pizza guy. All right, so that means this little fucker was smelling that chicken since 6 o'clock last night, all night long, all morning, and this motherfucker had a game plan. This little motherfucker had a game plan that he was going to wait till Dad took off and make his move. And let me tell you, this chicken dinner I ate it up here upstairs at this table. And so it was in the trash can up here. That means this guy snuck from downstairs where he normally sleeps, waited till I left, went out to the living room to check that the coast is clear, snuck upstairs, managed to topple off a garbage can that, well, it's now downstairs, but it's this towel. Search and destroy and find all the shit in the trash. But the whole place was filled with nothing but trash. It made me pick up my lightsabers, which were previously on the floor. So I had to pick up the lightsabers and stuff. Anyway, and then obviously he was downstairs waiting for the coast to clear and checking to see when Dad was coming home. And that's when he's like, I ate chicken bones. And now there's coughed up chicken bones. Oh, there were. I cleaned them up now. But anyway, Mexican Ironman, this shall not stand. Beto, where are you?
Man Squatch says, so Mike and Bambino both wait until the man is out of the house to get to boning. Sounds about right. Thank you, Man Squatch.
We have a super chat.
Shrubbles 08, what is up, brother? With a $4.99 super chat. Shrubbles says Mexican Iron Man was just finishing watching the Alf movie. Ha! Kill me.
No, and I don't know who sent me that DVD packet, but I got the full fucking packet of collection, and it's still in the wrapper sealed, and there will not be an unboxing video of that.
Why
when
not?
I got it, I didn't know who the hell sent it to me.
Oh.
I like open this up. I'm like, what the hell did I order from Amazon? I open it up, and there's no card, no nothing. I have no idea. Somebody somewhere sent me the Alf all seasons long, and I open it up, and I'm like, the fuck is this? There's no card, no name, no nothing. I have no idea who sent it to me. It's downstairs, still in the wrapper.
Someone probably ordered it for you and just sent it that way.
Yeah. And it had my name. It didn't say Mexican Ironman. Yeah, I mean, but everybody knows my name and my address. I'm not like into like, ooh, I'm going to be doxxed. I'm not into that shit.
No, let them know, right?
I don't give a fuck. I mean, why would I give a fuck?
Thank you, Shrebel, so much for that $4.99 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And Shrebels, this one's just for you since we're talking Big G. Let's have some Big G action. Skull! He's pissed off now. Chris Persia, with $5 Canadian super chat. Mike, are you sure this wasn't Bambino's April Fool's Day prank? He knew you wouldn't expect it on the second Bambino prank day.
I don't know what that motherfucker was thinking, but I'm not happy with him, and he knows he's about to get an ass beaten. He's hiding. He knows.
Oh, I imagine.
I mean, he knows.
Well, that's why he waited till you left to do it.
This motherfucker.
Almost like, scouting out, chilling in front of the house, waiting for the guy to leave to,
okay,
do what
back
you do.
To Godzilla. Should do it. Do I take Max or not?
Yes, definitely yes. So the theater was filled with about half kids, and they were going absolutely crazy the whole movie.
Great. That's all I care about. I'm not looking to like solve humanity's problems by watching a Godzilla movie or the cinematic universe. Max love. I went to see Max and we saw it in black and white.
Oh, Godzilla -1?
Yeah, in black and white. He hasn't even seen it in color.
Great movie. Absolutely.
Man, I can't wait to buy that 4K.
They need to hurry up. They need to really hurry up. I'd already bought it. I've got my Godzilla -1 movie poster. I got my Godzilla -1 action figure. I've got like a hoodie. There's a bunch of really cool stuff.
Plastic?
That?
Yeah, what's that?
That's Legolas.
I know who it is because of Lord of the Rings, but I'm like, what is that?
It's like a stand-up.
Cool.
I've got the whole fellowship. I've just got Legolas out because I was going to put him somewhere. I got to put Gandalf up too.
Cool.
Project Storytime 32-month member chat says Bambino was just giving #justice for Starry. That'll never get
Bambino
old.
doesn't even know who Starry is, and if anything, Bambino's probably intimidated by Taco the donkey, anyways.
Or any woman, period.
I don't know. Bambino's kind of little. Bambino's just an asshole. I mean, that's just such an asshole thing to do. Because he could have tried the trash maneuver last night. He could have tried it before we went to bed. He could have tried it when I got up the first time at 3:30 this morning. Because that's what I do. I began up at 3:30 in the morning, do some stuff, and then I go back to sleep like 5:30, and then like this morning get back up, and then I go to the pool.
Did you feed him?
He's got a fucking bowl full of food right there. What do you mean, did I feed him?
Well, I'm just saying.
This motherfucker's like, you know what? I know my dad buys me the really good dog food, the gourmet dry dog food. And I know that, my dad loves me so much. He like rotates the chicken flavor and the beef flavor made from real chicken and beef. And I know my dad doesn't skimp. He doesn't get the cheap crap. My dad, look, I'm sounding like Donald Trump now. My dad gets the good stuff. And my dad takes care of me. And that's why my dad loves me. But you know what? That's not good enough. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make Bambino's tummy great again. And I'm going to go get some real chicken. It's going to be fantastic. And he's with his paw. When he stands around, Yeah, have I ever told you this? Well, I don't know if you've seen this when you see Bambino. Like Bambino, like you know how like a normal dog will be on all four paws standing there? Bambino goes like this.
Yeah, that's a hunting dog thing.
He's like this. All the time. He's like
it's pointing. He's pointing.
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
He's pointing.
He's 9 pounds soaking wet. What's he gonna hunt? The only thing he's ever successfully managed to track down are that I've seen an occasional fly. If it lands like on the couch, he's been able to pounce on that one. I've only seen it happen once, but he chases them. I've seen him catch a lizard a couple times, and then the one time he got a snake, that did not end well. I mean, because he almost died. Went to the vet.
Henry Gamble says, how nice that you get him the good stuff. I imagine being a YouTuber helps.
Not a YouTuber, Henry Gamble's. Although I will say that the cause of the campaign for Mexican Ironman not being a YouTuber suffered another horrific major setback in the last 10 days. 2 major setbacks. Yeah. Made 2 major setbacks in the last 10 days. One was last Sunday. The other one was last night. Major setbacks occurred here in the campaign. We're currently reassessing our campaign. The first thing that happened, which I reported on last week, was that Gary, after hitting 1 million subs at the start of George Molo's stream, called me a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I want to say that a guy with 1 million subs has no idea what he's talking about.
You can't do that. He knows.
And then last night we suffered a devastating defeat, which my legal team is going to have to look into. Ron Coleman, probably the nation's preeminent constitutional attorney that's still living. I mean, there's been other great ones over the years, but Ron Coleman's probably the greatest attorney when it comes to matters of the Constitution. Kind of called me a YouTuber last night.
I can't imagine why.
So my people are looking into these horrific situations, and we're formulating a defense. Thank you.
Mags, what is up? Good morning, Mags. Happy 30th anniversary for Final Fantasy VI Day.
Woohoo! Never played the game, but I know the people that do love it.
And we love lots of it.
Yeah.
What did you call it? Complete and total waste of time and money.
What, Final Fantasy?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah, when me and Nick were talking about the different editions of 7 Remake.
Yeah, that's right. I'm like, that is a complete and total waste of time and money to be sitting here having a debate about which one you're going to spend 300 hours playing, since it's the same game.
But it's
what do I know?
The same game.
But then again, what do I know? A, I'm Mexican, and B, I'm not a YouTuber. So how would I know?
You don't know a lot about video games.
Yeah. I'm debating going on camera. I'm debating making a video, but then that would make me a YouTuber after Xbox released its statement. Xbox released a statement on its DEI practices and requirements for developers. I was so angry when I saw that shit. And, it makes sense because I haven't bought shit up for my Xbox in like, what, 2 years? 3 years? 2 or 3 years?
Yeah.
And my Xbox was my default gaming system and has been since Halo came out, for God's sake. And that's my go-to. I've had other consoles here and there. I mean, I got the PS5 downstairs. Graphics amazing on an 84-inch HD monitor, may I say, of that PlayStation are fucking amazing. My PS5 graphics. Of course, I got Steam running on this bad boy. But when I saw that, I wanted to take my Xbox out to the front yard. Somebody sent me a DM on Twitter. I can't remember who, and gave me a great idea. It's not my idea; it was his idea. I just can't remember who did it.
Sony does the same thing.
I wanted to go outside and take my Xbox and smash it. This was yesterday.
Do you remember anything about the Monday Night Wars?
I have no idea what that is. Is that a wrestling thing?
It was program versus program. I'm talking about more of from a financial view. I'm sure you'd find it interesting considering how much money they were making and losing and ratings and highest ratings and TV ever.
Monday Night Wrestling?
It was, yes.
I hate wrestling.
So you're talking billions and billions of dollars, and the highest ratings television had ever seen. I mean, it was a ratings war every single Monday night. The problem is that one side had their hands tied behind their back because they could not make certain content. That kind of content was a big no-no. They weren't allowed to do it. Whereas the other side, they practically owned the network they were on, and they got away with it by doing all kinds of crazy adult-themed stuff. Now, you've got a Ways and Means Committee there. So you're talking about a company that 20 years ago were like, we're going to do whatever we want. We're going to say whatever we want to say, and good luck stopping us, to yes, sir, 3 bags full. Doing exactly what the network says. Going through sensitivity classes. Making your people go through sensitivity and weird DEI classes because you're afraid of getting canceled.
Oh my God, that's the solution to my problem. Everybody who watches all this stuff on YouTube needs to go through Mexican Ironman is not a YouTuber sensitivity training. Fucking brilliant. God, I always learn something on these shows on Tuesdays.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, fuck, that's brilliant. Mexican. And if you don't attend my workshop and here, I'm going to be like those black girl gamers. Okay. Anybody that disagrees with the statement that Mexican Ironman is not a YouTuber is from this day forth, announced on the Loki show, racist. And is in need of Mexican Ironman is not a YouTuber sensitivity training. Loki,
we can't do
brilliant.
that.
You are brilliant, Loki.
No, we can't do that. It's not my idea. It's your idea.
No, you're the one who opened my mind to the possibility that Mexican Ironman will have mandatory trainings and everybody. So I need to make a video. I need to make a video that people can watch the video so that they can understand their internal racism and understand how they can come to the conclusion that they need to say Mexican Ironman is not a YouTuber. And then, if I make a video, that'll make me like a YouTuber.
That'll make you, yeah. Oh, yeah. And you do that already too much anyway.
Damn it.
Your unboxings are YouTube videos. Your unboxings are YouTube videos. So you're already a YouTuber.
No.
You might as well just go with the
I'd
flow.
rather be called Spick or Wetback than called a YouTuber. I think the words Spick and Wetback are kind of funny, though. Because we don't have to swim across the river no more. We just walk across the border thanks to Biden. Woohoo! Look,
thank you so much, Max.
Biden is solving racism. My people are no longer wetbacks because we don't even have to swim across the river anymore.
No, that's only for Venezuelans, not Mexicans. Mad Jack Mags, thank you so very much for your $5 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And this one is just for you, Mags. A little toxic femininity to fill your coffee cup this morning. Skol! You ain't fucking around.
What?
Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, to see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of the women. Reminds me of Andre every single time he does that scene.
Yeah, right? I think Andre does it better. I like the way Andre says it more than Conan says it. Like at this point, to me, Andre is more my default.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No, but good movie. Good movie. I really suggest anybody who hasn't seen it yet, go and see it. It's a good way to spend 2 hours. I remember someone just bashing on King of Monsters, saying you couldn't see any of the fights and I don't know what low-end ass theater you went to, but
For what?
not you. For King of Monsters. Godzilla King of Monsters.
What about it?
I remember this reviewer just absolutely trashing it and saying you couldn't see the monster fights and everything was too dark. I saw everything great. Everything looks
maybe
great
you
in
went
that
to a
movie.
freaking IMAX because you're in Houston. You went to some IMAX with great audio. You know where I saw it? I saw it on a regular community theater in 2D, and like it looked like shit where I saw it.
Well, that's because you went to some shitty community theater in 2D.
Oh well, excuse me, Mr. Rich Fancy Pants YouTuber. You got to remember, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not like you fancy pants YouTubers going to see all the fancy.
You could go see it in a regular theater, not like a
I did
cheapo
go see it in a
theater.
regular theater, and it looked like shit.
Oh, it looked great to me. I don't know if they like messed up the print or what.
Don't get me wrong. I haven't seen a bad Godzilla movie in my whole life. Like I like even the shitty ones. So look, I even like the one that came out in what was it, 1998?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Matthew Broderick movie.
Whatever the fuck. Now it's probably one of the worst ones, but I still like that. Like they don't make bad Godzilla movies. Godzilla movies are like pizza. Is there ever really bad pizza? I don't know.
Yeah, you can get a really bad pizza.
The only bad
stay away from Little Caesars
when it doesn't have pineapple on it.
There's some trashy pizza places I stay away from. So, but no, honestly, this was more like a Toho movie than a legendary movie. It was really good. They had a really solid story. Humans aren't too annoying. There's like maybe one or two people, but I thought it was great. One of the new people in the movie that we've never heard of before, Trapper. That was my favorite character in the damn movie. Mm-hmm. Barring monsters, Godzilla will always be king. Sorry for you King Kong lovers out there, but Loki is a Godzilla guy. Loki loves the Godzilla. So, look out, Tokyo. Here comes Godzilla.
Yep. So what else is on the agenda for today?
Well, we were going to talk Godzilla movies. We've kind of done that. Go see it. Go see it. Yeah, Little Caesars is garbage.
I need to do my own website consulting firm. I'm going to call it Brown Dudes Gaming. I'm not even going to say Mexican Dudes Gaming because that's too restrictive. I need to have more Brown Dudes Gaming. Like
why?
Cause I want to grift.
What?
Why do you
want to grift?
I want to be lazy and not do shit and just rely on my race in order to get me ahead and get money in my pocket. Apparently, that's the way to do it these days.
Yeah, but you were born here, so that automatically disqualifies you.
That's why I got to call it brown guy gaming and not like foreign immigrant brown guy gaming, because foreign immigrant brown guy gaming, I couldn't even join my own club.
Yeah, but nobody gives a shit about born in the USA brown guys. It's only imports.
Again, I'm foiled.
They only care about the imports, not the exports.
Damn it. I foiled again in this morning. That's the second great idea I had today that's not going to work. Ugh.
See, they want to get rid of you and get others to come in. Because, yeah, they've already lost with you. So, bring in a whole new set and they can tell them what to do and how to do it. Yeah. Just import them.
Yep.
Need a group of people to vote for you? Import them. Need a group of people to work for you? Import them. Everybody's talking pizza. It was good pizza back in the 80s when they made the square pizzas. But I agree, no telling what the crust is made of now. It nasty. I tried just for some crazy bread, and it wasn't like crazy bread. It's not the crazy bread you remember. Not from back in the day. Yeah, they want illegal imports. You could call it taco gamers.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's what we need. Brown Dude Gaming.
Yeah, Mike's not Mexican enough, apparently.
What? What the fuck? Look at that. Look, you want to know how Mexican I am? What the fuck's the matter with you people?
None of that matters anymore.
Look, white paper, brown skin. What? Wait, white paper, brown skin. See that? There you go. That's certifiable proof. Although my credit score is probably a little bit on the high side for your average Mexican. So if determining if I'm Mexican or not, definitely don't look at my credit score because it's probably way higher than the median average for my people. But I'm just saying.
So me and you were talking about pizza the other day, since everybody's talking about pizza. You were like, are we going to go back to that one place you took me before? And I was like, yeah, we'll go back to Grimaldi's.
Dude, you fucked up my appreciation of pizza because you know what? I used to be able to eat any pizza anytime. Well, first of all, in general, I don't eat pizza anymore because of the health reasons. It's it's all carbs and fat. So there's no healthy reason to ever eat pizza. It's the worst thing you can eat in general for any diet, period. So in general, I don't eat pizza. But when I was eating a lot of pizza, you made the mistake of taking me to actually two things happened. One is I went to this place in Connecticut in New Haven that Max's mom and his grandparents eat at all the time. Fucking place was amazing. Prior to that and after that, on my last trip to see you, we had great pizza in Texas. And so now I kind of can't eat shitty regular pizza at all. So when I was in California in February, my brother ordered a bunch of, I think they were Pizza Huts or something like that. They weren't Little Caesar. It was something like that. And meat lovers, all that. Bro, I got one slice in and I'm like, this is crap. And then I thought about Loki's ruined this for me. And frankly, so is the place in Connecticut that Max's mom and his grandparents took me to because it was really good there. It was somewhere in Connecticut, New Haven or somewhere. So you have officially ruined my appreciation of pizza because now I will either have good pizza or I will not have pizza at all. But in general, I don't eat pizza in general because it's the stupidest thing to eat health-wise. So yeah.
So the pizza Mike's talking about is Grimaldi's. It is a small. It's I wouldn't call it a chain because they're restaurants. They're actual restaurants, not Pizza Huts or anything. But really freaking good to the point that, okay, Mikey, I'm going to get some pizzas. I can order 2 pizzas from Pizza Hut with delivery. I'm looking at $40-$50, right?
Yeah.
I don't have to leave the house. I don't have to go anywhere. They'll be here within an hour. It's not bad, but the pizzas aren't good. And that's the problem, is that you order Pizza Hut, you order Papa John's. Papa John's is bad. Pizza Hut's bad. There's another one that was really good where we used to live, but sucks here. So I don't order them. I will drive an hour there and back. So it's 1 hour total.
Is it?
To pick up. Yeah. If it's round trip, 1 hour. It takes about 20, 25, 30 minutes to get there. And I'll pay $60. That's $30 a pizza for the Grimaldi, 2 large Grimaldi's pizzas. Comes out to 60 something bucks. I'll drive and spend that hour in drive time instead of getting cheap, crappy pizzas. Or I'll make my own.
Yeah.
So, hashtag Valhalla Pizza. That's right. Loki's got his own recipes. I was doing calzones. Calzones the other day, making calzones. So
didn't we have one of those at that Grimaldi's? That was pretty yummy. Didn't we?
No.
We didn't? Why do I think we did? No, I had that in Connecticut. That's right. That was in Connecticut.
So.
Yeah.
But no, if we get pizza, once a month, we'll go and spend the time driving over there and driving back to get 2 pizzas.
We should read that. We should read an article on that park place so we can get sued.
Yeah. Hey, let's.
Hi, my name is Mexican Ironman. I'm in Hilton Head, South Carolina. Hey, Mr. Attorney, that sent cease and desist order to all my friends at that park place, and they're all my friends. I just want to let you know that Black Girl Gamers on that park place article, I read it, and I'm repeating it, and I'm putting it out there, and you guys are full of shit. If you want to sue me, I'm in South Carolina. You can file suit in the county of Beaufort County. Come on, sue a Mexican, you black girls. Come sue a Mexican. Bring the rain. File in South Carolina. Let's go.
I can't find their.
Don't worry about it.
thing.
I already took care of it. Don't worry. Now they're suing us. But don't worry. Look, they're going to file in South Carolina and they're going to go after Mexican Ironman first. Bring it.
Bring it.
Jonas Campbell pulled up that found the tax returns in the United Kingdom. I'm dying to talk about it, but I don't want to disclose what's in them because he's the one who found them. But let's just say there's interesting data in those tax returns, those tax filings in the United Kingdom. Jonas went out and got them and sent them to me yesterday.
Really?
Oh God, I'm dying to talk about it, but I gotta let Jonas talk about it since he found them.
So this is what you're talking about. Forspoken consultant Black Girl Gamers threatens legal action against that Park Place and claims they are committed to diversity and inclusion, including our non-discriminatory hiring practices. Oh, look, it's Valiant.
What?
Yeah, Valiant. Look right there.
Look, he's like looking at you like, Loki, you sneaky bastard. What are you doing reading this article? Don't you know you're going to get sued?
I'm sure, right?
Actually, I got to do it in my Valiant Renegade voice. Wait, how's that go? If you are not one of the people that have, no, if you are not one of them, I can't do my Valiant Renegade voice. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Why not? Why can't you?
I'm just not. I'm not in the zone.
Eat a couple of chocolate dicks. It'll help.
Probably. Anyway, this is all the rage.
Apparently, looking for Black women content creators that make Dungeons and Dragons D&D content for some potential brand work. Hit us up.
You know, part of me was thinking, like, how does it exactly, like, okay, I've been trying to understand these grifters, and I think I might have a theory. My theory might be a little racist, but just hear me out. Hear me out, people of Valhalla, all 69, 70 of you watching on Twitter and YouTube, wherever you're watching. All right, hear me out. All right. I'm trying to think of how does having like a chick working on something or having a Black person or a Mexican or Latin or whatever the hell work on something, make it better just because they're whatever. Right?
Okay.
Like, how does that, what value does that really add? Okay. And I have a theory. Maybe it's like lawn maintenance. Because I think we can all agree that your lawn looks better when someone that looks like me does it. Right? I mean, white people, I know you try to do your own lawns. White people, I know you try to work that lawnmower. White people, I know you try to work your trimmers and your edges. But white people, let's deal with the reality on this show this morning. It's Taco Tuesday. Wake up.
Okay.
Your lawn's gonna look better. Your lawn's gonna look better.
Let me explain something.
If someone like me looks like me does it. So maybe
if I go out on a Saturday and I trim the bushes, do the yard, do all the yard stoof, I'm probably going to be out there most of the day Saturday. Why? Because I'm not a get it over with as fast as you can type guy. I'm going to take breaks. I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to, fart around the yard most of Saturday. If I have Armando do it, the guy that does our yard, it's like 30 minutes and it's done.
Right. Right there. That's what I'm talking about. So maybe that's an thing. Well, I don't know. There's still probably an argument to be made that we're just working harder and faster. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm looking for an angle here because I don't see it. So
and I
come up with is landscaping, drywall, and general home improvement, as well as cleaning services.
And for everybody out there, it's like, oh my God, Loki, you have a yard guy that does your yard? How privileged.
He better be Mexican, I'll tell you that, because if he's not, then you're being racist against my people.
He's Mexican.
Good. Better be, because if he's
and
not,
he doesn't,
then that means you're taking a job away from my people and you're hurting the DEI score in landscaping.
And for $40 a week, that's not bad at all. He comes, he mows, he leaves.
Yeah.
He leaves a bag. That way I know he's been here. He leaves a bag of leaves and cut grass in the front yard. And I know he's been there. So And he gets it done over with in like 30, 40 minutes flat, and it's done. Yep. Lady Aaron D says, I have a yard guy, and he's not Mexican. Husbands don't count.
Right. Yep.
How hard he hits his girlfriend's window.
What? I wouldn't know. You people better appreciate me while you got me. I had another talk with Max's mom yesterday. They will be here literally. Oh, by the way, I'm out the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
Next week I'm out because it's tax week, and the week after I'm on vacation with Max. So
not that I'll remember.
Well, I'm not here
because I'll forget.
Okay, well, I'm not here the next 2 Tuesdays. So when you hit go live and I'm not here the next 2 Tuesdays, it'll dawn on you. So I'm not here the next 2 Tuesdays, but talk to her again. And she's like, we come down, we're going to spend a half day or a day looking at schools for next year. Like, I thought they were coming like Max would start school in the fall of 2026. Now she's talking about fall of 2025, which means they would move here next May, June, after he gets out of school in a year, after the next school year. So the days of me leaving YouTube are creeping up ever so close, Loki.
Are you excited?
Nah, kind of yes and kind of no, because I think I got to realize, like, it dawned on me this morning, like I don't even know if I'll be able to do this morning show all the time, because if I'm taking Max to school.
No, it'll be a when you can.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I've been doing the same thing the same way for so long. I don't know. And the thing is, the reality is that while I maybe need to leave YouTube in order to take care of my family and be a good dad for a while, the truth of the matter is that everybody I've met on YouTube are my friends and my family too. And so it's like, but I just don't, there's no way I can keep up doing 5 to 20 hours a week of YouTubering, either running shows or being on shows. There's just no fucking way it's going to happen. Not with this kid. This kid, he wrote something. He wrote a poem. You know what? I'm going to share it now. Can I share it?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me find it. My kid, my 11-year-old, he had a writing competition in school, and they published, he won it. They had it for all the junior high school and elementary school kids. It was K through 8. And the superintendent of the K through 8, let me see if I can open this up with a preview window.
Shellback says, don't leave. You know what, guys? Mike's not the only one with an exit plan. So
yours is 10 years. I mean, that's a little bit extreme.
Well, 5.5. 5.5.
Well, yeah, but you're already 5 in.
Yeah, almost.
I mean, another 5 years. So that's not really an exit plan. That's like by that time you'll be. I think Loki will be like still here in 20 years. That's what I tell myself.
I might do guest stuff. I might pop on, but I think 10 years of a morning show Monday through Friday is enough.
I know that the people probably can't read it. Let me try to blow it up a little bit. Yeah, it's not going to work. All right, let me just read this real quick. Can I read this? It'll take 2 minutes.
Read it.
The Stars Beyond, Maximus A. Canole. And I got to tell you, this thing was so good. I actually spent like a good hour on YouTube on Google trying to make sure he didn't lift any of this from anywhere else, because when he wrote it, I was like moved. But I had to make sure my kid wasn't checking stuff to do his homework. You know what I mean? You got to check, right?
Oh, yeah. You just put it through the old plagiarism detector.
Trust your children, but verify. All right. The Stars Beyond, Maximus A. Canole. As I look towards the night sky, towards the eastern night, I spy the planet Venus, the brightest in the sea of stars. I wonder what is beyond the system of ours. I continue looking for the most distant suns, spotting Polaris 323 light years away and weighing millions of tons. Looking further north, I spot Vega, an amazing blue star only 25 light years away. So close, yet so far. Before I continue looking, I think about what is beyond. What lies beyond? How we get to what lies beyond? What is undiscovered in what lies beyond? The distant systems in what lies beyond? The birth of new stars in what lies beyond? But most importantly, what other life may be in what lies beyond. I begin to imagine in a system with a burning red sun, a system full of extraterrestrial life, a beating red star, constantly emitting light, an orbiting planet full of ocean, a world just like ours, with beings from another world wondering what is beyond their star. And here we are questioning about what lies far away and having a beating heart to see what is further away from where we stay. And we always want to know what lies beyond.
Excellent.
He in his testing, he just tested. He's 11-year-old. He just tested at the 9th grade reading level of high school. He's literally in the top 0.3% of all elementary school kids. He's in the 5th grade.
He's gonna have his imagination.
Yep. And he's been inspired by the NASA, NASA Space Center. We're going back there again, et cetera, et cetera. So
You got him watching Star Trek? Old school Star Trek?
Not yet. We haven't gone there yet, but we're gonna go there probably in the summer.
Nice.
The
TOS remasters are pretty damn good.
I've heard.
With the extra stuff in them. Special effects, they didn't go like Star Wars and change a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
So they did pretty damn good.
Thanks, Benny. Thanks, Project Cameron. I'm pretty proud papa.
Get him into that and get him watching the movies, man. The original.
Oh, wow. Look at this. The Big Outlaw. Ask him if he wants to include it in one of my books. I'll make his name bold in it. Wow. Oh, my God. You know what? When Max gets here after next week, Adega, we'll call you. We'll do FaceTime with you so you can meet him on screen. Thanks. Or we'll just call you on the phone. Or both.
I'm surprised with how big Star Trek is with you that you haven't introduced him to that yet.
I want him. The reason why I haven't introduced him to it is because I wanted to wait till he gets a little bit older so that he can fully comprehend and appreciate it for the meaning behind all the Star Trek. The best way to appreciate Star Trek, I think, is right about now. Because when I got started with Star Trek, I was 12.
Yeah.
And the lessons really sunk in because I was old enough to appreciate it. I don't want him to just watch Next Generation and say, oh, that's a cool spaceship. I don't want him to see, TOS and not get I want him to get the subtlety of the writing and the lessons that are in every one of those episodes. So I've kind of.
Don't wait too long, though.
I just told you he's 11 now. He's going to be 12. I told you I'm going to get him started this upcoming summer.
Yeah.
Up to now, we've been heavy on the Godzilla and other stuff and math and all that stuff. So,
And math.
Yeah, we've been
which
heavy.
is important for that cheddar, that wonderful cheddar people love.
I finished. Let's see. What was my thing? I took algebra. What was I taking? Freshman year of high school, geometry, algebra 2, trig. I was done with calculus by my sophomore year. After my sophomore year, I was going to San Jose State. The summer after my second year of high school, that summer I was taking calculus AB at San Jose State as a sophomore going into my junior year.
Gun Bunny says, I'm waiting for the summer you come visit with Max so he can learn stuff from Psychodork 9.
Yeah, that'll happen. Probably when he's about 14 or 16, but it's coming for sure. We're going to Idaho. We're going to seriously do it upright. I am going to start once he turns 12 next summer. I am going to start teaching him some tactical crap. He knows how to shoot now. He's actually really good, but I'm going to teach him real stuff. Coldwater wants to know if there's coffee in that nebula. That's funny.
There's coffee in that nebula. Commander 2-box, set a course for the nebula. Put our entire crew in danger so I can get my cup of coffee this morning.
I like what Peli says. I came from Foundation and Dune into Star Trek. A hopeful world compared to both was a breath of fresh air. Hot, no kidding.
Star Trek had to be the first thing I remember watching. Out of all the sci-fi stuff. I mean, yeah, we watched Star Wars, but Star Trek, I remember my dad being back from deployment and getting to stay up late and watch Star Trek with him. I remember one of the first two movies I remember seeing in theater was Return of the Jedi and Search for Spock. So I was not that old. And I think that's why I didn't have as much appreciation for TNG when it came out. Because I didn't.
What do you mean?
I loved I was a kid.
Right.
So I loved the swashbuckling adventures in TOS. There was a lot of like the sword fights with the Klingons and, you know, the Wyatt Earp episode when they're at the OK Corral and all that shit. You know, it was phasers and swords and swashbuckling adventures with Captain Kirk and Spock and McCoy. TNG was a lot more mental.
Yeah.
TNG was a lot more cerebral than TOS. I'm not saying TOS wasn't cerebral or thoughtful. It was a different time. So it took me a little while to get into TNG. I think Worf helped a lot. Worf and Data. I say you didn't. And I hear stuff all the time. Oh, I loved Wesley when I was a kid. Oh, I wanted to be Wesley. Oh, I thought I was just like Wesley. I hated Wesley. I thought he was an annoying little shit.
Every time he showed up in an episode, I stopped watching that episode. I pretty much have not seen any Wesley episode. Like, I think I've seen one or two.
I've seen all of them.
But in general, Star Trek Next Generation was stupid. I never liked it then. I barely liked it later.
So. Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Even though your boy's on TNG.
No, I didn't say he's on TNG. I didn't say that. I said he hasn't watched any Star Trek.
No, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about Riker being your boy. You know. Oh, you know, because if there was a married woman on the show, it was Riker's job to.
Oh my God, that's so funny and original.
I'm just saying. If there was a Mexican Ironman on the Enterprise, and we are working on that, ladies and gentlemen. It's stop motion. It takes a while.
No, dude.
You're Riker.
My life dating choices were influenced by two things in life. I now look back at my life and see two characters influence how my dating life. Captain Kirk and Pepe Le Pew. Those two guys were the driving factor that influenced almost all of my dating strategies.
I can see that.
Dude, that's exactly how I am. I literally am a mash up of Captain Kirk and Pepe Le Pew in my dating.
Yeah, but Riker jumped out of Windows. Married women's Windows.
I don't know. I always thought TNG was stupid. I like Voyager better.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to that. You like Voyager better than TNG?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I think my favorite character on Voyager, surprisingly enough, isn't 7 of 9. It's Chipotle.
Chipotle?
Yeah, Chipotle. The first officer.
Chakotay.
Whatever. Chakotay, Chipotle, whatever the fuck. Whatever. Yeah, Chakotay. Oh, did I say Chipotle?
You said Chipotle. Chakotay.
Oops. I meant Chakotay. Okay, well, see? God, that sounded so
I mean, okay. All right. To me, it's DS9, TOS, TNG. I might put Enterprise in front of Voyager. Voyager's going to be at the end.
We can have that talk. We'll have the great Star Trek debates when I return in 2 weeks. How about that?
All right. 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. The great Star Trek debate.
3 weeks. We'll have the Star Trek debate 3 weeks from now.
Bick says he liked 7 of 9 better than TNG.
Well, of course he did. Who wouldn't? But Chipotle. God, that's so racist.
Chipotle.
Chakotay.
Chipotle? No, I'm like, no. Chicote, not Chipotle. It's not a, walk through diner. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I love DS9. TOS wins out because I saw it when I was young enough to be like, no, I'm rose tinted glasses for the rest of my life. TOS will always be first. But I love DS9, man. Almost on to the same level. I think Cisco's a better captain than Kirk, but that's just me. Why do I think that Cisco was a better captain than Kirk? Because there were more flaws with Cisco. Cisco had a lot of issues. And
I mean, DS9 is so much more superior to TNG. It's not even fucking funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's superior in every fucking way. So
oh yeah.
For me, I'll go TOS number 1, DS9 number 2, Voyager 3, Enterprise 4, TNG 5.
All right, we'll get into why not next week, 2 weeks from now.
3 weeks from now, because I'm going to miss the next 2 weeks.
3 weeks from now.
Yeah,
so
next week I can't do it because it's tax week before the deadline, and then the week after Max is here, and there's no way I'm going to do I'm not doing any live shows. In fact, I got to start telling everybody that I'm out. I told George already that I'm out, so I got to tell everybody else.
All right, we're getting out of here, guys. Thank you so very much.
Before we leave, quick question. Did you see 3-Body Problem?
No.
Good. It's a sack of shit.
Okay. 3-Body Problem. Do not watch. Have you
seen
Shogun?
Problem is a lame sack of shit. It's, you know what? And I finished it because Chris Gordon R&B told me to. My buddy Derek from Echo Base Network and the DA show, he liked it. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. If Derek says it's good, R&B liked it, Chris liked it, fuck it, I'm watching it. And I hung through that motherfucker all the way to the end. Holy shit. I'm Mexican Iron Man and dropping the gauntlet right now. And anybody that loves, even though I'm not a YouTuber, anybody that loves this 3-Body Problem bullshit, I am willing to engage in a debate and slice and dice why it is absolute piece of crap sci-fi TV. I can break down the characters and go one by one and explain why they suck. I can go down the plot and explain why the entire story sucks. And I can even go episode by episode and talk about how each episode is completely, totally stupid and ridiculous.
That's how I felt about Halo.
I didn't watch it. You did. You did it for me. Thank God.
Yeah.
All right. Troubles brings up a point. The intro of 3-Body Problem. The best part of 3-Body Problem is the first episode, the first 20 minutes. After that, fuck the show.
Yep. And on that note, we're getting out of here.
All right. I'm going to go clean up some doggy vomit that's all over my fucking carpet. And I got to call my client, tell them I'm going to be an hour late now because I got to shampoo a carpet.
Well, bro,
thanks for having me, Loki. Bye, everybody.
Thank you for being here, brother. Guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. And catch out Mockany Draws coming up next on the morning block here on Mornings of Mischief. Guys, have a great one. Have a great Tuesday.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.